Welcome back, nerd fans. This is your host, Nerdpool Prime, for another episode of XIII Nerdpool Movie Podcast. Thank you for joining me today. For those of you that are celebrating Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day. If not, guess what? Zack Snyder gave you a Valentine's Day present, and you have a new Zack Snyder's Justice League trailer to watch and feel loved with. But we'll get to that in a second. But first, I want to start off with Gina Carano. She was the actress who played Cara Dune in The Mandalorian for both the seasons. She has now been fired by Disney and Lucasfilm due to her consistent and sensitive tweets. Recently, Carano fired back saying, "The Daily Wire has helped me make one of my dreams to develop and produce my own film come true. I cried out and my prayer was answered. I am sending out a direct message of hope to everyone living in fear of cancellation by the totalitarian mob. I have only just begun using my voice, which is now freer than ever before, and I hope it inspires others to do the same. They can't cancel us if we don't let them." Well, Gina, that is completely and almost unforgivably insensitive, coming from a Jewish person who luckily did not have anyone who died in the Holocaust because my family was able to get out earlier. It's absolutely unacceptable. And the fact that the Daily Wire is willing to give her own movie after she's made so many ridiculous and insensitive tweets is absolutely unacceptable. Her tweet, this is what she said. "Jews were beaten in the streets not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children. Because history is edited, most people don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone for their political views?" Oh, I don't know, you crazy witch. Come on. Are you kidding me? So you're trying to compare yourself to the people who fell for the propaganda in Nazi Germany to saying things like that? Or saying things like they shouldn't be wearing masks? Like, are you absolutely kidding me? Like, this is unbelievable. You're trying to say that you're cut from the same cloth as one of the most evil people in history? I'm sorry. Just disregarding the fact that you're disregarding facts about wearing masks and spewing this, abolishing this horrible rhetoric is absolutely unacceptable. I'm not for cancel culture myself, because I think it does a disservice to future generations seeing how horrible these people were. However, in this case, I'm going to make an exception. Miss Carano, I'm sorry. There's no excuse. And the fact that you were rewarded by that from the Daily Wire is absolutely unacceptable. And both you and the Daily Wire should be absolutely ashamed of themselves. Now on a much happier note, sorry for that little angry rage I had there, because I'm not okay with this. I mean, I'm surprised it took Disney this long. And judging by her lack of accountability and just insensitive response, it was about time. And I'm not sad to see her go in the slightest bit. Good riddance. Bye-bye. So now, like I said, on a happier note, Zack Snyder's Justice League trailer, it has finally dropped. And I gotta say, this little trailer was more entertaining than that abomination Joss Whedon put out. This small, just 2-minute trailer, you got some new dialogue, some new images, like Darkseid and his minions. The old or new, however you want to look at it, Steppenwolf design is so much better than the one we got, and it was amazing to see him go full-on beast mode on those Amazons. This movie is obviously going to be a lot darker than the happy-go-lucky piece of crap that Joss Whedon put out, and I'm excited. There was an extended clip of that of Steppenwolf going all badass on the Amazons, which was just gruesome. So I'm really looking forward to that. One of the new lines: "How do you know your team is strong enough? If it can't bring down the charging bull, then don't wave a red cape at it." I mean, this is turning out to be the darkest DC film by far, and I think we're all here for it. That's kind of the way we're all excited about this, I think, in my opinion at least. It's great to see that the Flash's story and the Cyborg story, I Stand with Ray Fisher, comes back into the fold. We finally get the black-suited Superman that we were supposed to get. I'm pretty sure it showed the Flash going back in time. And then, of course, at the very end, the emergence of the Jared Leto Joker in the nightmare dreamscape. He says, "We live in a society where honor is a distant memory. Isn't that right, Batman?" So for me, I think this is going to shut a lot of people up. And as I've been saying for a long time, you can't judge Jared Leto's Joker on his parts in the Suicide Squad, because from what I've read, roughly 80% of his scenes were left on the cutting room floor due to the overstepping of Warner Brothers and changing up the dark Suicide Squad to be a more merchandisable venture than it should have been. But we're now going to get him in it, and he looks fantastic, if you ask me. So now that we've got the Snyder's Cut, can we hashtag release the Ayer's Cut, please? That's going to be something that we're all waiting for now, and let me tell you, I cannot wait for that to come out very, very soon. It'll be available on HBO Max coming up next month, I believe. Yeah, next month. All right. So that is all for the news of the day. We're going to take a quick little break here. When we come back, we're going to talk about what you all are probably here for, my WandaVision breakdown and theory section. It's coming soon. Stay tuned. Thank you for checking this clip out on YouTube. If you like what you heard, please subscribe or check out the full podcast on iHeartRadio, Podbean, and Spotify. Just search Nerd2Ween and a Movie Podcast.